Hey Booktube, this is Mia coming up with the wrap-up of of Booktube 2018. Did you get it? It's like, because we're wrapping up Booktube and this is like a wrap-up of the wrap-up, and I guess the joke is not funny if I gotta explain it, so moving on. So I just wanted to come quickly on here just to say Booktubeathon is wrapping up, and I am so glad that after all of this said and done that I actually participated in this event this year. I checked it out last year. I went for it this year, and even though it wasn't quite how I wanted it to turn out, I still did it, and I'm damn proud of myself, and I just wanted to just go over what I did achieve. So all in all, I did fully completed 6 books. 4 of them was graphic novels, and then I did 1 novella and then 1 actual novel too. I started reading the 7th book, which would have covered one with the green on the cover and while wearing a hat, but I just didn't get into it, and that book was The Emerald Sea by Michelle Reed. But I got like 30 pages in last night and I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore, so I'm gonna continue on with this, of course, from this point on, but I don't have to read it as quickly as I would have tried to had I started this book like a day or 2 ago. So now I get to take my time and actually go through it and enjoy it, because it is the last in the Glittering Court series, which I have explained before on this channel. So if you're interested, I will be having a full review of the series as a whole once I finish reading this book. So the 4 graphic novels that I wound up reading was, the first 2 was The Stone Heart and the Nameless City by, what's her name, Faith Erin Hicks, which was pretty good. I enjoyed it. There is a 3rd one in this series. I had to check it out in the library, though they didn't have it at the time, just to finish it all, because, you know, it's one of those I gotta know what happened kind of deals. So yeah, so these was the first 2 graphic novels that I read. And then the other ones was the Marissa Wyers Lunar Chronicle ones, Wyers and Nerve, and this one is Volume 2, Going Rogue, which I absolutely love just because I am a Lunar Chronicles fan. I love every book in that series. I love the novella. I loved the novella for Ferris, and then I loved Stars Above, which was kind of like a giant epilogue after everything was done, and then this one here continued on with the series. So definitely like this. I think there's only the 2. I don't think there's going to be another one, but definitely love these. I gotta buy them. Because I got all the other books, so I'm going to buy these too. Next book that I read, being the one to cover the challenge of something that you wanted to do, which I said I wanted to be a writer, and I read The Poet X by Elizabeth Avacedo. I know I'm not saying her last name right, forgive me, but this book was very interesting, and it's written in poetry prose, but it still tells a story. So if you're like one of those people who don't like long descriptive writing, and you know, it builds suspense and drags the story out, then you'll love this book. I mean, it's like boom boom boom, everything is happening without the chunks. So I was actually able to sit in one sitting and read this book, and I think it was really good. For my July wrap up, I'm going to have a full review for this book also. I really enjoyed it, so definitely a must read. And the last book that I was able to read, and it covered a challenge for the beautiful spine, was what's her face, Sarah J Maas, Court of Frost and Starlight. And I gotta say, you guys, spoiler alert, because I will have a full review on this book also, I actually liked the book. I know, because everybody on Booktube seemed to like had hated it. It was such a disappointment, but I enjoyed this book. I like this book more than the other 3 ACOTAR series books put together. I could have just read this and been cool with it, but like I said, I will do a full review for this book within the next couple of videos, because yeah, look, I mean, I tabbed it, I read it like a day and a half. I couldn't do the one sitting with it, but I read it quickly. Then I thought I could have started the whole Booktube thingy off with this book, but anyway, like I said, more about that in the next video. So there you have it. That is my wrap up of Booktube Booktubeathon 2018. And I just want to send out a congratulations to everybody who participated, everybody who hit their goals, everybody who did not hit their goals but still participated. Well done, guys, because I know in my last video I was boo-hooing about not reading the books and not reading them as quickly as I wanted to. And, you know, like I said, once it's said and done, I'm just glad that I did it. And before I turn this off and skedaddle, I wanted to give two special shout outs. There was two other booktubers on here that was just so near and dear to me during this whole experience, and I just wanted to just thank them personally. First one is going out to Shelby from What's My Page Again, and I will link their channels down below, of course. But she just was so encouraging. Whenever I was feeling like I did not want to finish, that I didn't want to do it no more, was it fun, she just always came back with just like words of encouragement in my videos. And you know, she's a mother, she works, she goes to school, she got young kids, so she understands the pressures of, hey, life happens and don't feel bad about it, but be proud of yourself and just do what you can do. So thank you, Shelby, because I really appreciate, like I said, when it wasn't being fun anymore, you perked up my day, and watching your vlogs just was like, oh my God, there's women out there, or people, that, you know, their life is just as hectic and they still find time to read and enjoy and live life to the fullest. So thank you so much, Shelby. And my second shout out is going to my booktube bestie right now, and that is Katelyn over at Katelyn Analisa. And I'm sorry if I'm still pronouncing your last name wrong, but I will link her channel down below also. And let me tell you, that girl is so funny. Like, the whole week I lived for her video challenges to show up on my feed, and it never really showed up until like after like 10 o'clock at night, like 10 or 11. After I watched that, I would have my laugh for the day and then be able to go back to bed. So thank you, because if it wasn't for her videos, there was like really nothing else that I was like kind of looking forward to at the end of the day, especially if I didn't hit the reading goal that I wanted that day. So thank you, Katelyn, love you. And like I said, I will list these ladies' channel down below. You guys need to check them out, subscribe, support, because they are awesome. And with that, I'm going to end it here. And you guys, for those who stuck around to the end, thanks for watching. And you guys, I will see you in the next video. And yeah, subscribe. Put your comments down below and let me know what your Booktubeathon experiences was this year, and let's start a conversation. Okay, as always, I love you guys. Bye, loves.